Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Let's have a look at this video.
Off and have the chalk set it and do a whole thing. Do what thing? Do like a court. Oh, okay.
Victoria's Face bronze. Will you marry me?
I will.
That video alone had over 71,000 comments and people had a lot to say. Some people didn't have nice things to say. I would love to hear what you think about that proposal in the comment section. Moving on, let's talk about men that humble women. Men that get into relationships with the intention of humbling women. Let's have a look at these videos.
I think the worst man to date is a man that wants to humble you. A man that loves everything about you because you're his dream girl, but he can't stand you at the end of the day because he knows how much you're worth and he knows that he does not deserve you. So he will waste your time. You'll just be like a trophy. He'll put in all the work to get you. But once he gets you right where he needs you to be, he gonna put you right on that shelf. And he wants you to stay on that shelf just so he can admire you. But then he starts to entertain other things. He's on to the next one because he already accomplished that. And he will, every chance he gets, he's going to humble you. Every chance he gets to remind you that you're not worth nothing. Because you know why? Deep down inside, he knows he's not worthy of you. And the fact that you gave him a chance, that you fell in love with him, that's all the evidence that he needs to know that you don't know your worth. Because you settle for him. And he knows.
Do you guys remember how I always say that men who are jealous of you will get you pregnant to humble you? Yeah, look at what's going on with Cardi and Offset. Of all the things you can throw back in someone's face during an argument, you say, "You're my baby mother, I won." Ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies, it's time for us to realize that we need to start being a little bit more cautious with people and who we pick to procreate and have in our lives. A lot of men get off on humbling women that they felt like would never look their way. They get off on having the opportunity to get near you so they can humble you and prove to themselves that they're better than you. I keep telling women over and over again, men watch you from afar long before they approach you. They are watching you. They're studying you. They're analyzing you. They're gathering information about you. They're learning as much as they can. When a guy approaches you, especially if you're a public figure, he already knows everything about you, by the way. He's done his research. He already knows everything about you, okay? He already knows it. So a lot of them, it's a humbling tactic out of jealousy. Jealousy is not just from women to women. There are a lot of men who are jealous of women, and it's an epidemic now. You know, clearly look at what's been happening.
Like she rightly said, it's not women alone that get jealous of their fellow women. Men also do get jealous of the women they are dating. I need you to know this. A lot of people on this planet are battling with low self-esteem, insecurity, and they are also upset with themselves for not achieving what they thought they would have achieved in their life. They have this hunger to level up at all costs, and they're willing to go any length, do anything possible for them to do that. I said all that to say that some men see women, successful women, as ego boost. To them, if they can date a successful woman, it is leveling up for them. And don't think that that broke man that just started dating a successful woman will be happy for the opportunity. No, rather that man will become the weapon that fashions against that woman. He will take it upon himself to humble her, to bring her down. And that is his own tactic to make sure she doesn't leave him. That is him being selfish, not considering the effect of his actions on that woman and her self-esteem. So, if someone is not on your level, you need to think it twice before dating that person, because you never can tell the person's true intention. You don't get to know someone's true color when they don't have money. It's when they have money you can tell a man's true color.
In my experience, oftentimes when a woman has high self-esteem, standards, and boundaries, a man who doesn't meet those standards, instead of just moving on and finding someone that he's evenly yoked with, he tries to knock her down and humble her and make her believe that she doesn't deserve what she wants and what her standard is, because he wants that woman, right? Because she's high quality, high value. I'll give you examples of how my ex used to try to humble me. I would say if he ever cheated, I would leave him. He would say, "Oh, that's crazy. You would throw away everything that we have. That's so stupid. That's such a waste." I'm like, "No, you would throw away everything that we have if you cheated. So no, not on me." He also would say that I wouldn't behave the way that I behaved if I didn't have the body that I have. He would say, "Oh, you wouldn't act so cocky if you didn't have such a..." It's like, no, I'm not cocky. I just have a standard. But he didn't want to get better and meet me where I was. So that was his tactic.
The function of misogyny could be men trying to collectively lower women's self-esteem so they stand a chance. We see an analog of this within relationships. So low mate value men within relationships choose what's called a cost-inflicting mate retention strategy, where they literally try and lower their partner's self-esteem so that they are less inclined to leave them. This collective group misogyny is like that strategy, except from outside relationships. Incels do this all the time. They say things like, "Oh, you're going to hit the wall when you're over 30. Your mate value will run out."
So these guys, they feel they can't provide value themselves to these women. So instead of adding benefits to her life and providing value, they inflict cost on her to avoid her from running off with these other potentially high status or higher status men that she's hanging out with.
Precisely. Lower mate value men choose the cost infliction strategy. There's been a lot of research in the last number of years that show this trend, that misogyny is most pronounced in low mate value men and men who don't define themselves as incel subculture but find themselves with unwanted celibacy. That is a big predictor of misogyny.
What is the moral lesson here? Never lower your standard for any man, because you might end up regretting it in the future. And for those podcast men that are so quick to say women, we expire, we hit the wall, they are all low value men. Those are men that cannot meet up. Those are men that have tried to be with women that have high value, women that have high standard, and they struggle with meeting up with that standard. So the best bet is to collectively belittle women, collectively humble women so they can stand a chance. The last clip explained it better. Let's talk about how dating the wrong man can ruin your life. The next video coming up is a story of a lady that dated the wrong man. She did everything for that man. She was doing ride or die kind of relationship. You don't do that for any man. Always put yourself first. She did drugs, she smuggled drugs. What didn't she do? And at the end of the day, she found herself in prison. And what did that man do? Let's watch the video.
Y'all, I just wanted to get on here because I think I just finished. I just left another interview. I literally just finished bawling my eyes out, crying so bad, because what I want to say first is, please, whatever y'all do, never run behind a man, never follow a man, never hold a man down, be this ride or die, ROD, all this stuff. I'm gonna stand by man, I'm gonna do the time for my man, I'm gonna go to jail for my man. It's not a game. And it's hard out here. I have 2 children. I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old daughter. And ever since this has happened to me, my life has been in shambles. Do you hear me? Before this happened to me, it was nothing. I mean to tell y'all, it was nothing that I did not think that I can do. I pride myself in thinking that I can do anything. I set my mind to that I can be anything, that I can do anything. And this situation has truly humbled me in a way that I have never been humbled before. And I just want y'all to know this is not a game with y'all lives with these men. And not only just to take, because I'm a woman, so I do have to take accountability for my fault and my wrong. But still, it's just so important, y'all. These men, I promise, it's never worth it. It's never worth it. It is never worth it. Always choose yourself. Choose your children. And y'all don't understand. Like, it's so hard, and I'm so vulnerable to do this. But this is truly my testimony. This is truly what has happened to me. And I'm speaking to women around the world. I'm speaking to women, any woman, when I say this. Please, please, I beg of you. If you're ever in a situation where you are about to go to jail with a man, do whatever you have to do to get yourself out of that situation. Do not allow yourself to go to jail or take a charge for the part. Excuse my language. I hope my video don't get flagged because of this. But maybe I should take that out. I don't know how this works, y'all. But the worst part about it all is the fact that this man, we're not even together anymore. We have a baby together, but we're not even together. And that's one of the bad parts about the whole thing. I sacrificed. I put it all on the line. I did all this for a man that I am not even with till this day. I have a 3-year-old daughter, a 1-year-old daughter. We're not together. I went to jail with this man, was in jail with this man. I helped protect this man so this man would not go to jail. Was I fully aware of everything that was going on 100% and knew all the details? No, I did not. But because of how I love this man, because of how much I love this man and wanted to be with him, I thought we were going to get married. I thought that this was any game for me, that this was the one. And because I thought of those things and I thought he felt the same way, that, okay, let me ride this out with him. You know, this is my man. This is going to be my husband. I'm pregnant with his baby. Mind you, plot twist. Y'all, I went to jail pregnant. I was pregnant in jail. I was pregnant in jail. I was going through so much, y'all. I didn't even want my baby. I didn't even want my baby. I went through so much postpartum. And right now, to this day, the man is putting me through hell. Different babies, different baby mamas, different women, all pregnant. Like, it's just crazy. And all this because I took a ride. I took a ride with a man that I was involved with, and it costed me. Point blank period, it costed me. Real dumb, supposed to be going to the casino, doing this, doing that. You know, I was sleeping during the time when we were driving to the casino.
Never go against your value system because of a man. Never go against what you believe in because of a man. Never accept what you never accepted because of a man. Especially if what you're accepting now is against humanity, is against the government rules and policies, is something that is going to land you in jail. Never accept something you never did because you want to stand in for a man. That is foolishness and stupidity. Even in friendship, don't do that. Don't go to jail for a man. Don't do that. If you did not commit a crime, don't say you committed a crime because you want to be there for a man and show the man that you care. Do not do that. Love yourself and always put yourself first. If you're with a man that is into the whole gang stuff and does things that might likely lead him behind bars, take him to jail, that's a red flag, because tomorrow you might be going to jail with him, honestly. So you need to think twice. If you love your life, don't be with people that will put your life in harm's way. Don't be with people that would jeopardize your peace of mind. It's not just about you alone. It's also about the people you have around you, the friends you choose to keep, and the relationship you get into and who you're in a relationship with. You can't say you want peace of mind, you want to stay out of trouble, but you're hanging with people that their next name is trouble. It doesn't work that way.
This is the timeline of everything that's happened from September 2022 to now. In September 2022, I met my baby daddy one day, like September 17th. I did his hair. He didn't leave my side for 2 weeks straight. I got pregnant like October 3rd. Didn't know I got pregnant. Didn't know I was pregnant. Found out November 1st. He was messing with another girl. Me and that girl got into it. Fast forward November 20 something. We found out I was pregnant November 1st. November 20 something. He cheated on me. He gave me an STD. Me and that girl still get into it. Fast forward, we had Thanksgiving at his mama house. His mama, or not his mama house, but at his family house. His mama takes my face and kisses me on the forehead. She was so happy that her son was off his hands. Mind you, he don't have a car, a job, or any place to stay. So what I got, a car, a job, and a place to stay, right? I really hate telling y'all how dumb I was. I need to say that when I met that man, I was like suicidal, no family, no friends, super depressed. You attract what you are at that moment. That's how I attracted such a low bio human being. A man that would cheat on me while I was pregnant because I wasn't loving myself at the time. So of course I'm not going to attract somebody that loves me. But hey, during the midst of all that, I'm getting into it with his friends. His friends are in a group chat talking about, if you want to fight me, just say that. Like, talking to me because they know I read his messages. So friends not respecting me. He has nobody in his life that respects me. He's called me his ex name while I was pregnant. My whole pregnancy, he would say to me, oh, I don't want our daughter to have this of you. Or like, he just tore me down so bad. He called me ugly every chance he got in so many different ways, but called it joking. This man was driving my car up and down the road, down to Anderson and everywhere else to go pick up his family and go to work and stuff. But when it came time to pay my car payment, because I wasn't working when I was pregnant, I was too sick to work for real. He was complaining about paying my car payment. Okay, fast forward to the birth of our child. 5 days after our child, well, let's stop there. I went to the hospital. I had to go to the first doctor's appointment by myself because he didn't know if I wanted him to go. Mind you, I didn't know I'm not supposed to be driving a car after I give birth. I didn't know that I'm not supposed to be picking heavy stuff up after I give birth. This is like a couple days after I've given birth. I'm picking up a stroller, a car seat, a diaper bag, and going through the mall. I'm also freaking out because I'm postpartum. My baby is screaming in the backseat. I don't know my way around the hospital, and then I have to lug everything up to the hospital. So, and he's at home in the bed. He did not want to. He told me we both were supposed to start a job the same day after our baby was born. We started a job on the same day. He told me that since my job was work from home, I need to be up with the baby at night because he has to prepare for when he gets ready to go to work. This is before we started the jobs. He just said he needed to be up with the baby. 5 days after our baby was born, he was at the casino. And I'm like, why are you going to the casino? I had already had panic attacks with my kid. Like, I was having panic attacks because I gave her a passy. She choked on it and it freaked me out. I didn't sleep for 2 days. He's at the casino leaving me at home with her by myself after I just didn't sleep for 2 days and had panic attacks. And his mom and the rest of them was like, you got to just let him go. He just needs to go. And he told me that my friend should have took me out after I had a baby instead of him taking me out or getting me flowers or getting me anything after just giving birth to his child. But okay. Fast forward. So I'm not working because I just had a baby. I was braiding hair up until 9 months pregnant. I'm not working because I just had a baby. So the rent is due for July. He goes and spends $200 on a tattoo of our baby's feet. And expects me to pay my half of the rent knowing I haven't been working. So, mind y'all, we was very broke at the time. Anyways, so I broke up with him because the story he told me, since my name is in the apartment, I'm like, if we get evicted, it's going to be my name. Like, it's going to be on my credit. I'm going to be messed up. And he like, well, then you're just going to have to be messed up. So I broke up with him. Okay, after breaking up with him, we get into it so bad. I'm trying to lay ground rules. I'm trying to talk about boundaries. I'm trying to talk about stuff we don't want and do want. This man calls me a B. Like, literally gets into it with me, calls me a B word. It's just, as soon as and then he had my car when I broke up with him, so I went to his mom's house to get it back. His sister wouldn't even open the door for me. Like, the whole family was cold shoulder. I don't know what he told them that I did to him, but that was all cold shoulder from the jump. They didn't even want to speak to me or say hey, like I hadn't just seen them. But whatever. So we just have a long ongoing back and forth regular baby mama drama. He goes weeks without seeing the kids. I'm working from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day with my baby because he doesn't want to see her. He told me he didn't want to see her because I was posting stuff on Facebook about him. So he goes weeks without seeing her. It was a bunch of times where he was saying he wasn't going to give her back to me. I had to call the police on him because he doesn't legally have custody to do that. He left her on the doorstep one time. just all types of crazy stuff that he was doing or whatever. And all I'm trying to get him to do is co-parent. Now, there was times where I was being a bitter baby mama and I definitely just wanted a family or whatever. I own up to that. But a lot of the times the stuff he was doing was unwarranted. Fast forward to, we're going to skip over the December moment. Fast forward to January of 2024. I asked I'm doing story time on this, but basically he had my baby around a girl that he cheated on me while I was pregnant with. And he had that girl in a room full of, like, an apartment full of 7 people. He had that girl beat me up. And then they all lied and made up a lie and saying I broke in there and just started going crazy on them with a knife. And I went to jail. And that is why, that's not even why. He's in the Army. He has taken my daughter off of his military stuff. And that is why he can't see my child anymore.
I listen, I don't judge, but I have something to say. Listening to the timeline, she met this guy in September 2022, September 17. In October, she's already pregnant. So she did not take time out to know the person she got into relationship with. Between October and November, this guy is already cheating on her with someone else. I don't know how I'm going to say this without coming off as being judgmental or without being judgmental. To be honest with you, she brought this upon herself. Tell me how you will meet a man just within a month. You're pregnant already and the man is already cheating on you. I know she did say she wanted to be a baby mama. I think if I heard her well, that was what she said, if I'm not mistaken. So this was something she knew was going to happen. She brought it upon herself because if you choose to be a baby mama, it comes with a drama. So you let the man ruin your life because that's basically what it says. One, you had your life together. You had your car, you had your thing going for you. The man obviously did not have anyone. You didn't see that to be a problem. And within a month, you let him get you pregnant. Another problem. And while you were pregnant, he neglected you, treated you badly. And at the end of the day, he sent you to jail. Ladies, we just have to be more careful, extremely careful. And sometimes, to be honest with you, we bring the misfortune, the struggles upon ourselves. Honestly, we do. Sometimes things are clearly written, but because we want what we want, we choose to ignore the red signs, the red flags, and jump into it with the wrong person. Because we yearn to have a baby, we want to start a family, we want a man by all means, we ignore looking at what we're supposed to look at when it comes to finding a man. And at the end of the day, we come online and complain. She being at fault in the first place does not absolve the man of his wrongdoings. Ladies, there is this saying that goes this way: the way you lay your bed is how you will lie on it.
You need to understand the magnitude of dating the wrong person, and you need to understand the magnitude of being loved improperly. When you date the wrong person, when you settle for somebody who is not worthy of you, you will be a lesser version of yourself. You'll be less expansive. You will pay for it emotionally, mentally, financially, perhaps. It will make you a version of yourself that you don't even recognize. When you date the wrong person, you will question if you're asking for too much. You will question your sanity. You will not be the best, most amazing, expansive version of yourself. And let me tell you, you need to be calculating the future costs of your current decisions today by staying with a loser and with somebody who is not worthy of a caliber of a woman of your caliber. You need to understand that dating the wrong person will ruin your life. It will ruin your mental health. It will ruin your financial health. It will bring you to a level that is so low that you're going to have to rebuild. It's not worth it. You cannot underestimate how important it is to pick the right partner. The person that you choose to have as your partner will color every other decision of your life. So pick wisely.
I strongly believe that one of the biggest mistakes a woman make in her life is when she choose the wrong man. A man ruin a lot of women. Yes, if I never man, a lot of women would have great and good and alright and have good mental health. And them life would have just great and nice. Man destroy woman in so many ways. So sometimes when you see some women focus on their career and say they don't want no pitney, they don't want no man, and them just want to live their dream life, leave them alone. Whole heap of man come in a woman life and destroy it, and when they destroy it, then gone. Yeah, sometimes you have to just leave man alone and live the life that you want and pray to God to send one husband, because you see, man,
Boy pitney, I know easy sitting. That's why me not make no boy destroy my life. I don't give a fuck what nobody wants to say. Make me live my life. Make me live my life. Me I go put myself first because you see, as soon as you have man, you give up on yourself because now you have to focus on take care of man and lock in and all of these things. And then next, then they are you carrying infection and all kind of things. And everybody can deal with that. You know, but me suffer in silence because me lonely. But better me out so with my own money and spend it and I enjoy life. That makes some batty boy me down brawling cause me.
One of the biggest mistakes women make is make their lives about get a guy, get a house, get married, and have kids. Because once you make your life that narrow, you have to compromise and compromise and compromise until all of a sudden you have no options. You have nowhere to go. You can't move. You can't shift. You can't go to the side. You don't have any independence and any power. Independence is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. And you ought to have a bigger life, a life that involves passions and interests and opportunities and things that excite you that are unrelated to whether or not you got this guy or not. Does a couple of things for you. Number one, it gives you leverage in a relationship because you're not defined solely by that relationship. It is a big part of you. It is a good part of you, but you can survive without it. And I think people who believe they're with someone who have no other options end up doing whatever they want to do. And it's not because they're bad people, but that's human nature. She can't go nowhere, so I can do what I want. It's not thought logically, but it ends up being that way. He can keep demanding. He can keep demanding.
Hey, yo, the most dangerous be with is somebody who doesn't want to love you, but also doesn't want to lose your ass. That person is dangerous. And they only like the convenience of you and what you can offer them, you know? So you have to understand that and reevaluate your situation, that they are using you for financial, emotional support, you know, probably a living situation, but at the end of the day, they'll never give you what you're worth or give you what you deserve, you know. They'll never give you that relationship, that marriage, that proposal, anything like that is not happening, right? But they also don't want to lose you because they also know what you're worth and your value. But you gotta know that.
My ex seriously did ruin me. I don't lie when I say that. He made me so insecure, untrusting, anxious, and unhappy.
Not good.
It's so hard for me to trust anyone anymore. I get jealous over everything.
Wow.
I peep everything. I overthink everything. And I'm so insecure with myself. This really sucks.
Ladies, your life is yours to live. You were never created for any man. Ignore what the Bible is saying. Ignore all them stories they have in the Bible. You were never created for any man. You were created as an individual. You have your own purpose, your own dreams, your own aspiration. Being with a man is not the ultimate. It's not the end of your life. It is just a bonus. It's like you being on a journey and you're looking for a partner that will go on that journey with you. That is what it is. It's not you being on a journey and you're getting a partner to go on the journey with you and then you forget where you were headed and make your life all about your partner and your partner's journey. Do not lose your life because you got into a relationship with a man. Make sure you do proper research before getting into a relationship with any person. Do not see a working red flag and then still decide to be in a relationship with that man, thinking that man is going to change, thinking you have the capability to change that man. Don't do that. Do not lose sight of who you are and don't let a man ruin you. A lot of men are out there looking for women that they can leech off. If you would love to watch more videos like this, click this video to hear a woman say that being a wife is way harder than running a successful business, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.